Hey guys, this is May, and really quick in this short video, I want to talk for just a second, and it's going to be short because we're on fast forward mode right now in this activated dream state. I just want to talk for a second about the headlines, which ever since I started this channel, and I'm sure you've heard before, the words cast spells, the headlines, that's why we write in cursive, and now that we're in such a data the chronology technology age, which is not even an age, it's just a dimension that we've somehow slipped in, and that's another story. However, we are in this programmed system, and what they want who is just the lower dimensions of the mind, what they want is to have you focused on the lower dimensions of the mind. And it's a competition, if you will. You could say Saturn, aka Satan, and the Sun, which are essentially twins. They're two equals of one whole, and they battle. There's a spiritual battle going on, right? So for the attention of your soul and your consciousness. So what happens is there's often a theme in the program, a mantra, as in like mantra, man. So there's always, particular themes going on, right? So whether it was No Kings or Black Lives Matter, whatever it is, it's always something. And right now it is the Epstein Files, which, truth be told, if I would not even notice if someone didn't tell me. So I didn't actually personally fly with Epstein ever, but I mean, I've certainly flown with his circles, of course, and out of the airport that he flew out of on private jets. So I don't have any, and I really couldn't give details anyway, even if I did. But what I'm going to say is one thing that I do know systemically, based on whether it's not really about flying with the elites, but I just know this intrinsically, and that's one of the things I talk about on the channel is language, the angles, the language, the alphanumeric system in which we are coded into here is huge, and it plays a large role here to get your attention shifted on their encoded program, right? So, and they use these angles, they use the alphanumeric system. I mean, they can't use numbers, they can't say 4 dash, 6 2 1 3, you know what I mean, 33. They can't do that, so they've got to use letters and language to get your attention, which is how this construct is upheld. So, having said that, lately I can't even believe that the most advanced truthers are stuck on this ridiculousness with these files. Can we just examine for a moment, if we realize it's the lower dimensional state trying to get our attention, right? And these are the underground or lower dimensions of the construct. If they want to get our attention, what verbiage would they use? Would they invert? They always invert. If you know the most basic levels on Freemasonry, on the Freemasons, they don't speak English in their, they speak a type of English, but it's all coded. And so if you want to go back to whoever created this system, we know that the Saturnian or even Uranus-based excuse me. So I mean, you can't get around the ridiculous that word, like it just doesn't. Yeah. So anyway, forget that. So whether it's Uranus or whether it is Saturnian, it is a system based on 26 characters. Whether you believe everything started the moment you slipped into here, or if it started thousands of years ago, doesn't matter, because this is the language that is universal, based. The university system, universal is English. So they want you hypnotized in a coma type state, researching and reading this to keep your program shifted to upload you, okay, on their system. can we just look at, just for a second before I close this, and the whole purpose of this short video was to just look at the letters, the word Epstein. What word do you see? Do you see a phallic word? They love that. And also, of course, there's the T. The T represents the Who man, who is crucified on the cross, essentially just like the sun is, starting on December 21st in the solstice, and then he dies, and that is all the crucifixion, the crucifixion, and it's emblematic of the Who man. The human is the same. When you hold out your two arms, your shoulders there, that's your T, and T, is it not in Epstein? And what is another word that you see? I'll let you write it down. You can figure it out. I'm not going to say it, but it is the phallic symbol. And when the elite or the underground lower dimensional aspects of consciousness create these programs or these files, this system dominates. The lower systems dominate. What is the head? The heaven. The heaven is the head, right? And we want it activated, connected to our pituitary and pineal gland, right? We want that activated and tingling and vibrating at a higher state, right? But they want it in the lower state. So a phallic message can be delivered to you on a subconscious level, right? And then we've got the word file, like I talked about File-Osophy, files. First off, who the hell cares? Why would you care what they are doing? I just don't understand. The most advanced truthers are sucked into this, hook, line, and sinker. Okay, so you see, just look at the words. Now, what is it when a man defiles, a virgin, right? He defiles, files, phallic, files, T, cross. I'm going to let you make it out yourself. It doesn't take half a brain cell to figure this one out. But they like, as a group, as a whole, the lower dimensional states like to use this in inversion, this symbolic type of they get, I hate to say it, but they get off on it. It's a mockery of the Who man. And I'm going to end this there. This is a short video, but I want you to rise above it, those that are on the channel who I'm really grateful for. It's so great to see like minds out there in this place, which is really not a place. So what I'm saying is rise above it. Don't get sucked into it. I know it's hard because it's enticing. It's like seductive and enticing. Ooh, it's that element of voyeurism and secret knowledge. But there's nothing hidden from you, that there's nothing exposed that is not intentionally exposed. And that includes the other one that is kind of off the side now, which was Diddy. And yes, I've flown with him. Yes, I have. And he's another one, right? So it's just to keep your mind focused and upload your consciousness. To give you these downloads, uploads, so that they can be replaced or in the system. Like I said, there's a malefic force here. There's no question about it. But I don't do the prison, this is hell. It's just because we're here. So we want to rise up. And I don't think when those channels go on and on about this, misery loves company. How does it serve you at the end of the day? How does that serve you if you sit there listening to someone talk about how miserable everything is? What a trap it is. All these, I know hello, it's, but there's a lot of heaven here, and there is, some of us are soul playing characters, in this game of levels, right? I don't think there's a lot of us, but our vibrations are higher. The heaven will always be higher than the lower. So just keep that in mind. And by the way, I know you notice time is slipping so fast. Our consciousness, which is connected to the sun, the soul, SOL, has entered into Pisces. And it is there with Mercury and Venus. And you're going to notice communication breakdowns. And I've said this before, and I will do another video on that later. And just think about that Epstein Files. What's hidden right in plain sight in the language? Have a closer look, and I know you guys can figure it out. It's easy. And don't forget the T of the cross of the human is in the letters. It's all these letters are symbolism. They're absolutely 100% symbolism. And anyone who wants to disagree with that will go toe to toe. I'll prove you wrong. So it's absolutely symbolism. And more later. And I love to see your comments. Love it. And see you in the next one. Thanks, guys. Thanks for listening.